Elusiveness.
Never use it. It's a waste of point. It's
Okay.
an error. So I'm playing without points.
Yeah.
So
initiative, sorry.
you have okay. So my initiative?
Yes. 2, 3, and
Okay.
4. Good luck, Andrea. Good luck, Christian.
Ci proviamo, dai, ho il 16% di batteria, lo riaccendiamo e ti foto al tavolino.
Sì, sì. Ok, so
Allora, facciamo così. Fermo lì che si mette un po' di fianco così.
dai, la foto ce la fai.
Proprio quando hai chiuso gli occhi, incredibile, rifare.
Okay, welcome back to round 5 from the Italian System Open Series in Bologna, Italy. What have I done there? Oh, it's streaming and recording, yeah? Okay, okay.
It works.
I've been joined by Phil GC from, do we call it the 186th? Zombie Squadron?
186.
Okay, no, I'm saying like,
Zombie Squadron.
you know, you don't shed these things. You can keep them with you. They're medals.
In my heart, it's still a little bit of zombie there.
What's the other one you were in?
That's it. I've only been in 2.
Oh, okay, okay. So there we go. Fire Spray Special, famous from the most recent Rasta and Ash chat on YouTube.
That was good fun.
With the fire sprays, yeah. So he's joined me for round 5, and we're just getting underway here with Andrea Novati from Castelpustelengo, Italia, and Christian Setik from St. Polten, Austria. That was what I was trying to do right now. I can't remember what the 2-letter country code is for Austria.
AU? No, that's
No, because that'd be Australia, wouldn't it? I think it's OT, because in Austria it's not called Austria, it's called Österreich with an O.
That sounds a lot more aggressive.
Yeah. Country codes, Austria. They said they say it's AT.
Straight?
Makes sense.
Yeah, can see how that works.
Okay, so there we go. We're up to date. So we've got on the left side of the table Andrea Novati, and he's playing
4-ship Rebels.
4-ship Rebels. Jess Parva with R2D6, which gives her the Draw the Fire, Elite Pilot Talent, Pattern Analyzer, and Integrated Astromech. Ezra Bridger flying Elusiveness. Very curious. Tactician, R3A2, and the Phantom title for no reason.
All the stress in the world.
Yeah. Lorik with Selflessness, Tactician and Ray, and Captain Rex naked.
Nothing.
Yeah. naked
bald man with a grey beard.
Naked Captain Rex running around the forest of Endor. Captain Yor is on Christian's side of the table with Collision Detector and Emperor Palpatine. The Inquisitor with Push the Limit, TIE V1. The Auto Thrusters, the basic pack. Quick Draw with Expertise, Fire Control System, Lightweight Frame, and Special Ops Training. So interesting to see a Quick Draw with Expertise and not Varying Instincts in this day.
This is I mean, standard issue. Force Aces or Your Aces or whatever you want to call them, Aces. It's a list that's been doing really well all over the place lately. Quick Draw is just massively economical with his damage output. Yor takes the stress off them, so you've got Sloops, Push the Limit with no stress on there. And you've got Palp, and you have to deal with Palp, because while Palp's alive, Quick Draw's damage mitigation is massive, and he just hits you really hard.
Yeah. So, well, one of the things we've been seeing a lot lately is with the Fen Rao meta and the PS11 is a lot of people putting Quick Draw up to 11 with Varying Instinct.
It's a different build option. It's do you want to shoot? It's the Alpha Strike, or when you're flying with RAC, you're always going to see it with VI. But in this list, Expertise is the standard issue, and it works.
Yeah.
Ragazzi, Adriano Piombo è qui, se si alzi la mano.
And let's get on chat with this screen here. Someone asked me this morning, what kind of hardware do I use? The answer was lots.
Lots of hardware.
Lots of hardware.
Lots of heavy stuff.
Because it basically comes down to the fact that I have to do it all by myself. And so I need to make everything as easy as possible. If I had a whole team working with me, then I'd probably get rid of a couple of
screens. Have, like,
studio
lighting and overhead mics and all kinds of fun.
Lighting I'm not a fan of. Every time I've tried to use lights, the players always been like, it's really bright. And so I don't obviously I want the players to forget the camera and stuff is there. Yeah. And so if I've got that, it's
make it into a studio environment.
Yeah, and it's.
But then you could do the back to the studio thing, a lot, which would be fun.
Let's go back to the studio with Phil GC.
Rasta was so excited to do that when we did that video. He's like, I'm going to say back to the studio.
Is it Jonathan Pye? Is it? Okay, so you don't really play either of these two lists, huh?
I've flown against them plenty.
Yeah. What would you think? But obviously, my point being is that with Andrea is probably the weaker in this matchup. Do you reckon?
It's all about the opening engagement here. So Andrea's got so much damage mitigation, withdraw their fire, selflessness, lower expending the evade. It's crazy.
A tanky list, yeah.
It is crazy tanky. I mean, it can take an alpha. You can get hit by 3 hits and a crit, and oh look, no damage to the ship you've targeted.
But my problem with this kind of a list facing up against the Palp Aces is especially with Inquisitor and Quick Draw, is that once Inquisitor gets behind them, there's going to be very little they're going to be able to do.
That's where the Tactician and R3A2 come in to play, because you can double stress in a turn.
If he's behind you.
Yep, because you've got a rear arc on Ezra.
On Ezra, right, okay.
Ezra's got the rear arc. Okay. So Ezra's the thing with 4-ship Rebel is that everything relies on everything else working at the same time.
Yeah.
You've got so many firing arcs covered between Ezra and Lowrick.
Okay.
You've got the damage input control from Rex because of suppressive fire. It's just he's got to get that opening engagement right.
Right.
Yor can take stress off ships when they get given. You can only take up to 3. Up to 3. And when you've got a list that can theoretically dish out 3 stress every turn fairly consistently, that's an issue that he's going to have to be careful of, because once the shuttle's got the stress, it can't clear it fast enough if you've got that much stress coming in. Without anything like a harpoon or anything like that to sort of force the rebels to split up a bit, it's yes, you've got the arc dodging Inquisitor who theoretically gets behind, can ruin anything on his own in this particular list. He's got to get there, and that's the trick. Because if the rebels all just do the hard 2 swing round next turn, there's an awful lot of red dice pointed towards Quick Draw and the Inquisitor. And
that's true.
You can take the hit from the Inquisitor, and you just go, I'll just use this, this, and this to mitigate the damage. And of course, as soon as Ezra is stressed, he gets even harder. His evades become his focuses turn into evades naturally when he's stressed.
Okay.
Normally, what I find the key against the false aces is you got to drop Palp, because whilst quick draw is only taking 1 shield each attack, quick draw is going double tap, double tap. He's got 3 double taps on there, so that's potentially 24 dice.
Yeah.
And Palp just makes that very, very easy.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting game. The Rebels desperately want to get a good jousting, and the Imperials really don't.
Yeah, the Imperials want to try and stay out of arcs as much as possible. So we'll see. We'll see how Christian is able to try and leverage position and rocks to his advantage in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you yourself were playing Boba Fenn-Rao this weekend,
yes. Yeah.
and judging by the fact you're sat here talking to me and not going for your 5th victory, I guess that means it's not gone too well for you.
There was a blinded pilot moment when Boba had the range 1 on quick draw. Quick draw has no tokens. Quick draw has 1 shield, and his Kylo shoots through a rock. I've got 2 rerolls and a focus on Boba, and the crit gets through, and anything except blinded pilot. And from the way the table was, the game was mine, and it just went horribly, horribly wrong. I lost 1 game in the first set this morning to PS11 Alpha.
Okay, so you went into stage 2, 2-1, and then you just lost your 4th game.
Yeah, it was a bad matchup against PS11 Imperial Aces.
Okay.
Just hurts Boba Fenn, because they just go, I'm going to just, Fenn's dead. Thanks for coming. Boba can try against all that, but there's just too much in there.
Cool. Were you playing the same list in hyperspace tomorrow?
Yeah. I've been flying it a lot lately. I had a really, really good weekend with it last weekend. I went 4-1, 4-1 over 2 days, and there's nothing it can't take on. It just doesn't particularly want to see PS11 Alpha Strikes or blinded pilots. But you know, it's part of X-Wing.
So here, Jess has chosen to boost away from formation.
Yep.
To try and close a trap on Inquisitor. So Andrea's telegraphing that the Inquisitor is his primary target.
Yep. He needs to hit. The thing is, to hit the Inquisitor down, you're going to need to hit the Inquisitor with everything you've got, because if he's got the focus, the evade, the 3 greens. I mean,
and the Palpatine.
Jess has gone there to shut down the auto thrusters, basically.
She's got. Has she got M9G8?
No, she's got
R2D6 to have draw their fire. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the Inquisitor straight away going, I don't want anything to do with those 4 ships coming my direction.
Yeah. So
I'd expect to see him barrel roll.
Boost barrel roll.
My move.
Or maybe barrel roll, take the focus, take the target lock to get the evade.
And how come the Inquisitors moved before Lorik?
Sorry, it's your move.
That's a really good question.
Yeah, no, they made a mistake. They made an activation mistake.
They just realised that. But yeah, the Inquisitor, if the Inquisitor's in range 3 of Ezra, the Inquisitor is very likely to be double stressed this turn.
Yeah.
Which means that next turn the Rebels will probably ignore Palp and Quick Draw and just go
range 3, range 2.
Range 2, no, because R3A2.
So he'll get 1, but he needs to be at range 2 to get 2.
But if he pushes the limit, he's going to have 2 stress.
Oh, if he does it this time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he pushes the limit this turn, and R3A2's got the range, double stressed Inquisitor, literally the Rebels will probably just forego everything else
and just pile on him.
Yeah. And I think Ezra looks to be in range 1 of Jess, so Jess is getting
he's barrel
rolling.
No. Once
taking the target lock first.
Yeah.
And then do the barrel roll.
So pushing the limit.
I imagine Quick Draw's probably just going to do the hard 2 in.
Yeah, to fit between the asteroids.
Yeah.
So stressed as well, and it looks to me like he's
gone to range 2 of yours.
It looks to me like he's just out of range.
It's
of Ezra.
Yeah, well, 1 stress the Inquisitor just doesn't care about.
Yeah,
it's got to be the 2 or the 3. I think that Andrea probably went in a bit hard with Jess there, breaking the formation a turn too early. Because Jess has only got the 1 reroll now with the focus. Auto thrusters won't be firing.
Yeah.
Or she hasn't got integrated astromech, but it's 1 less green dice.
Yes.
Okay, so we're warming up red dice right now. I can hear them rattling. And they're blank ones. They're white ones. So it looks like 2 crits, and no, that was a focus. So gets 2 and a crit.
It's gonna hurt.
Is this 2? Yes.
Yeah, range 2.
2 dice.
2 of
There
eight.
she goes, 1 shield.
So just 1
But
shield.
that's 1 less draw their 5,
Yeah.
which is important.
Okay. 5. 5, yes. 5 at will. So I tried to make here, but no one.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, has Ezra got the 3 on quick draw? Do you want to give quick draw a second? Well, yeah, you might as well at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to shoot firm.
Because
Yes.
I only took 1 shield.
It's range 3. 3? Yes. Not attacking.
And then here comes the Palp Shuttle.
Okay.
Drop it down for a bit.
Phil, would you like a hug right now?
Focus.
I always want a hug from you.
Yeah, hang on.
You with your big ginger beautiful beard.
We'd be careful not to get ginger Velcro together.
Beards intertwined for life. Hi, honey. I've come back from Italy and I've got Phil attached. Oh, there's a kiss.
Because we're continental as well, you
Yeah.
see. There's absolutely no
Yeah, the
shame.
Italians have put on
Yeah.
great shows. This place is awesome.
Yeah.
The food is ridiculous.
3 attack.
Okay.
Distance 3. But it's not necessary.
So got
Jess
2 and a crit.
does the right thing.
Yeah.
And hits a wizard, but he's kept Palp back. If he hasn't kept Palp back, I'd be shocked. Auto thrusters.
See, yeah,
evade
2
totally.
blanks, 1 and a focus.
Yeah, he's all good. Nothing.
Nothing going on there.
And that's what the Inquisitor does.
That's taken care of. So they go back to dials.
Yeah, but where does the Inquisitor go from here? Well, he's got a 3 dial, so he doesn't have to do the hard 1 in. He's got the hard 3, he's got the hard 2. I'd expect the Rebels to 2 bank round towards the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
He's kind of committed to the chase now because of where Jess is. Or maybe go for the joust on the shuttle and see if you can rinse down Palpatine.
Let's check something. Okay, cancel. What we'll do is we'll do it like this. We'll do it the hard way. Oh no, it's updated correctly. Okay, so that's your ranking after round 4. Marco Tucciano, first place, 4 victories, 723 points,
done.
MOV. Carlo Tozzi, we just saw him defeat Juan Del Rio, he's in second place. Alessandro Mammorini, third place. Stefan Kahler, German, the highest ranked person not to be Italian. Lorenzo Malasca, Bartosz, the finalist from the European Championship in 6th place. We've got Skemash Marco, Dale Cromwell from the UK, also from the 186 nowadays, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
correct.
on the 186.
Yeah, he's in 8th place.
Earlier. He won a game. He had 34 points left. His opponent had 33. It's like, do you want to cut it any finer?
And closely followed by Jack Mooney playing a low-full Fen.
Yeah,
he's a turncoat. Yeah, Alessandro Mazzi in 10th place. Tomasz Selako in 11th place. Alessandro Salamela in 12th place from the Weekend Warlords. Fabio Cortini in 13th place. Christian Setik in 14th. Mattia Molinero. Andrea Novati 16th. Then on the other side of the table we've got Ruben Sedano, Ruben Barrio Guerrero, that'd be from Spain. Hermes Maxime from Paris. Pavel Rochevsky. Nicolo Cuzzocrea, Antoine Colombe, that's French, Antoine. Andre Fonseca from Romania is still had his first loss in round 4, but is still highly placed in 23rd place. Mikhail Pulak, Milan Avramovic, Matt Button. Is Matt Button one of your guys?
Yeah, he's another one of us. Yeah, another 186.
I'm not familiar with the name, but I've seen you've got several. You've got about 4 or 5 people
There's
here.
6 of us here today.
Yeah, Ofu Jenkins, Marton Kennedy was also in the top 16 of the European Championships from Hungary. Krzysztof Trojanowski, Wojciech Pisarek, Mirko Kleva, and Mark Martinez Satores. I just like to show off how well I can pronounce all these names.
You do live on the continent. So Jess has turned in, presumably to try and hope to get a block on quick draw.
So yeah, changing target to quick draw, and I'm
pushing
not.
quick draw away and then come back in. So I'd expect. Yeah, the shuttle's come in. Has he got the bump on the shuttle?
Looks like it.
Yeah, collision detector means doesn't care particularly about rolling dice on the debris, but clears a stress, gets a stress. It's one less stress that he can clear with the one less stress that York can steal off another ship.
Yeah.
And if Jess has delivered a block on quick draw, this could be an interesting turn. Still surprised that he gallivanted off with Jess so early.
Okay, I will lose the stress, get the stress. Okay. And you have to collision detector, so you don't. Okay, no action. Okay, so
Ezra and Lorik presumably just going straight forward. Yep. Zoom. 4 forward, take the reinforce, and just sit there being happy that you're going to throw a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Probably means that Ezra's going to tuck in behind Lorik here.
It also kind of brings his formation back together, huh? Now he's suddenly at range 1 again. Or yeah.
This guy.
So a good positional game from Andrea.
All depends on where quick draw goes, because if quick draw does bump, quick draw stuck at range 2 of Lorik, which is just the wrong place to be, because Yor is going to get all the stress in the world put on him from Ezra.
And that would basically shut down his ability, because he can only do it if he's not got two stress.
And if he's got 3 stress, he can't take the stress for other people.
An action or reinforce or.
However, you know, it's still a big primary from that shuttle.
Absolutely. Yeah, but
no one wants to get hit by 3 dice from a shuttle, which could have Pelt backing it up, depending on what else happens in the game.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to take focus.
It's actually, Lorik's in a really strong spot for controlling. He's got range 2 on everyone at the moment.
Yeah.
The second, there you go. Inquisitor didn't know that they weren't coming after him, so he's had to.
He went for a long manoeuvre to try and escape.
Get away.
Yeah.
Which is 1 less gun coming in at the moment. So, well played, Andrea.
Boosting to try and get back round into position for the next round.
He knows he's not getting shot this turn.
And he's not pushing the limit either.
Pushing the limit here. It's like, target priority is everywhere else. What is quick draw doing? Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah.
That's the bump. So no focus token for quick draw.
So a masterclass of positioning by Andrea and control.
Yeah, Jess has done what Jess needed to do. Thing is, choice. Do you max stress out onto quick draw, or do you push it all onto the shuttle? That's the tricky question here. Like with a 4-ship rebel list, the opening engagement is so key, because next turn that shuttle just comes in and breaks his formation.
I mean, let's say he's Lorik's doing 2 dice. Ezra's doing another 2 dice.
Well, Lowe's rolling 3.
With the
is he 3 dice primary?
3 dice primary on.
So at most you're getting 7 if you're including Rex, huh? So it's not going to be enough to take the Lambda out, but definitely put him on a bad situation. I think personally he can stress the Lambda with Ezra or Lorik.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, if Ezra's range 2 of quick draw, that's 2 stress tokens on quick draw this turn, which I'd be really tempted by. But then the shuttle can just take both of them off. But then you got tactician from Lorik forcing the control.
I think if he was able to make sure that the Lambda was on free stress now, then it would set him up into a good position for the next turn to apply more stress onto quick draw. He doesn't have to fire all of his guns on the Lambda, just make sure the Lambda's got enough stress on it to shut down his ability, and then just block him up with the conga line he's got coming straight into the Lambda.
take the third
Is that
range
base
1 or
there.
range 2? Because if it's range 1
They're deciding now.
You want to call the judge?
They're asking to call a judge or to roll for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't coordinate Lyric for the focus with Ezra,
This one?
because that would have given just that little bit more consistent damage. There we go. Judge is checking range.
The pin doesn't matter.
Very hard. It's very tight.
We do this.
They said no.
It's range 1.
It's range 1.
I made a mistake
So
here.
no stress.
Yes, my mistake.
Oh, he's got Ray, of course. So I forgot to Ray across. That could be costly. He forgot to move a focus token across from Ray.
It's range 2. Yes. So I will attack here. Yes, you will. From here.
So Lorik attacks quick draw, range 2.
With tactician. Okay. So it's
If he'd taken the focus from Ray, that would be 3 hits right now.
Gets a 1 evade and a blank.
And lightweight frame.
Gets another.
2 evades.
So 2 evades, he's saved.
okay. 5 here. So
Which is something that could have been actually beneficial to a quick draw there, to have lost 1 shield.
Can only do the double tap once per turn.
triple stress. It's over.
And it just, if he loses the 1 shield there, it just invites every other gun to go straight at quick draw.
So I shoot to this one.
So yeah, here he goes.
And with the
Tactician.
Okay.
R3A2.
okay. R3I2. I take a stress.
Take stress,
you
take
take
a stress.
And the stress gets you.
And he
okay,
puts
so
it
you
straight
can
on your.
take a lot of stress here.
So he'll have to take 1 onto your and 1 onto
You
quick
have
draw.
just
Yeah.
right 3.
Which
you have
is
to move the
exactly
one.
what Andrea wants.
You have 3 stress.
Maximum control coming in.
You will shoot with no. I have shoot with this.
Yes,
as
and he
tactician.
has second stress. This was his second stress.
Okay.
Having a little
you
discussion
put the
about how the
tactician
rules
They, they were counting how many
Yeah.
stress he.
Yeah.
I think Andrea wasn't aware.
that you all could just suck it off.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
There we go. But there's the other stress from
So 2
Tactician.
dice
Yeah.
Yes.
with focus.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Evaded.
Evade. No lightweight frame needed.
I made 4. Shoot
So now Rex firing on quick draw.
dice.
Suppressive fire, so
Yeah.
-1 attack dice until they shoot at Rex.
1 and a blank.
It's there for the 1 less attack dice on from quick draw.
Yeah. And 1 evade.
Not a great shooting phase.
So a pretty bad turn for
No damage
Christian.
at all.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean damage wasn't.
Oh, he shoots
Damage wasn't so bad. The thing was is that he managed to get all those effects on. He's got your
so
type of
much
stress.
stress.
He's got stress on quick draw now. So quick draw's maneuvers are now limited. He's got an opportunity to block him again this turn coming up.
Just maximum control.
Yeah. So 1 a crit, rolls a blank.
Reinforce takes 1 away.
Reinforce takes
Draw their
1.
fire on Jess. So
draw their fire.
Lorik takes nothing.
1. Yes. And this is okay. It's fine.
Yes,
Now, the
Papa.
interesting is the shuttle really just wants to go jump over Jess and Pock, but it's not going to fit in there.
No,
so
no,
you
absolutely.
can't get the bump on Lorik. So Lorik, Ezra, and they're just going to go.
And so
presumably
now
just
you've
one
got
forward and block City.
Jess will probably be doing a 4K or a Talon roll to the left. No?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
But then you've got to be really wary of the Inquisitor coming around for Jess to do. If Jess is there and exposed like that, the Inquisitor, she's burnt 2 shields with draw their fire.
So then where would she go from her position? If she's not going to try and turn around and get back in.
I don't.
Do you think she'd take a free hard turn left and come face to face with the Inquisitor to make sure to try and
force him to do the barrel on the boost, rather
or maybe
than
even 3 hard turns to the left and then boost to try and block him
or just do the 1 forward.
and
just sit
double
there.
up the block. Yeah. Okay.
Well, because it stops quick draw. everything else is just going to go shunt. So
yeah, absolutely.
You're going 2 forward with Rex, 1 forward with Lorik, 1 forward with Ezra.
Yeah.
And just boom, pop.
Yeah.
And pump.
With quick draw being stressed,
quick draw's bumping all day
he
long.
wants to take that stress off, so he's going to take one of his limited manoeuvres from the green part of his dial.
Which again means no focus token for quick draw for defence.
Yeah.
He's got 1 less attack dice because Rex is there.
He could 3 straight.
He can 3 straight.
So he could probably use the 3 straight to jump straight over them and have them all in his rear arc at range 1.
Yeah, it'd be tight whether it fits though.
I think it would just fit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's diagonal, but like even so, like the 2 ship base lengths.
Yeah. He can't afford to sit there stressed.
Yeah.
Not with that many red dice coming your way.
Yeah.
But yeah, the damage mitigation the Rebels can do at the moment is so good.
Yeah. So while they're doing dials, let's just quickly remind everybody that this coverage of this event is brought to you thanks to the Patreon supporters. I saw you signed up just recently.
I did. I did.
So yeah, thank you to everybody. Every single penny that goes into Patreon so far has been put towards paying the cost of these events. So it is greatly received, and yeah, the idea is to try and get it to 1 tournament every single month. But of course, in Europe, flying and stuff like that, the major problem is the suitcase.
Yeah, because you carry so much stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean,
your ticket's like 60 quid, and the suitcase is 200.
Yeah, like if you said to me, like if you guys go on Ryanair and it maybe costs you like 60 euros a return flight, but then just to put the suitcase on is like another 30 euros each way.
Yeah.
So it like doubles up the price, and it's like damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the shame.
And you praying that they don't throw it around too much.
You wouldn't. I mean, look at the state of it.
Yeah.
I've got to get a new one soon. It's wrecked.
He's done the 4K.
Yep.
So he's blocked the shuttle, done the 4K.
Do you agree if they can make a movement like this?
So I think he's probably just counting on Jess being alive enough here to throw some dice at the shuttle. And I think the Inquisitor's going to have a good pop at Jess here.
Absolutely.
Like,
so before
he's gonna boost up.
Hard 3 round from the Inquisitor. He does need to get into range 1 because he's always at range 1.
Because he's already got the target lock on her.
Well, he just takes again. Oh, what? Has he got prime thrusters?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, no, it's pattern analyzer, isn't it?
Yeah. So check for stress after.
Yeah.
You have to move this one,
which is strong. It's a trick that lot run with Poe. That trick, it's good fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
interesting.
Going to bump, but
well, that's not clearing.
I hope no, but I have to say.
I think it's
that's a weird one to have pulled, huh? Like when having the option to 2 straight forward.
I would have just Why are you doing the bank? I mean, if that fits.
Maybe he's trying to just make Lorik bump and have the 3 of them bump up in a line.
He doesn't want Lorik to bump. He wants the reinforce token.
Yeah, I don't know.
He really wants the reinforce.
Well, then where's he going to go with Lorik now? He's going to do a 2-turn right.
No idea.
This is a really alright. So far his positional game has been strong, so I'm not going to doubt him.
Probably
Andrea,
going 2 forward. Try and jump over the Inquisitor, get the Inquisitor behind Lorik.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised by that. I thought literally just he's gone for the block. But that's 1 stress down.
I don't know.
It's going to be very messy. Welcome to the car park.
Every now and then you get a game like this,
where every player needs 4 pairs of hands in order to put the ships in the right place.
It's kind of okay. So you remove just 1 token. Okay.
So that's 1 stress down.
Nice.
So he can take a stress off someone, but at this point, doesn't really matter. Unless Lorik's read it and has done the hard 2. Because if Lorik's done the hard 2 to the right, he's gone hard 2 to the left.
It's a big deal.
If he'd done the hard 2 to the right, that would have been absolutely perfect. Because he'd have had Lorik into the side arc.
Yeah, so just approaching the halfway stage of the match now.
Okay, it's nice.
And we're on turn 3?
No. It was turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. This is turn 4.
Turn 4.
No. Turn 1, turn 2.
It's fine.
I am really surprised by
turn 3.
that move with Rex.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to reinforce the rear.
But I think that I'm going to take a backside.
Yep, reinforce rear.
Okay, so this is okay, this is fine, this is here. So
Either way, the shot's taking 4 from Jess,
one straight,
but no re-rolls, no mods,
taking action,
and Ezra just rolls in and bumps.
and bump like this.
Very strange turn.
Okay,
Quick Draw's got to go 3 straight.
action.
Well, Quick Draw doesn't care, because Quick Draw just do the bump.
And still fire on Lorik.
Well,
Or Rex.
if
or
I'm Quick Draw,
sorry,
I'm
Ezra.
pumping. Well, no, you've got to shoot Rex, because suppressive
Because of the
fire is
suppressive
there
fire,
until Rex
okay, yeah.
gets shot.
So he wants to bump into the Lambda.
Yeah. Interesting turn. Was not expecting that at all.
So really complicated set of manoeuvres here, and we still yet to see what Quick Draw is going to do.
What I wanted to know was what prompted the hard 2 to the left with Lorik.
Yeah, because there's no advantage to him being in that part of the field. He's not able to shoot. He's only, maybe the only thing is he wanted to stay close to Rex and Ezra to be able to draw that, protect them.
Selflessness and the evade token.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the bump. Clears the stress.
No action.
But yeah, so tacticians are doing nothing this turn, so it's only R3A2 for stress causing.
And that can just be hoovered up by Yor now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use Palpatine just another time now.
I think this could be a painful turn for the
Another
Rebels.
time, just one.
I mean, there's no way
Because you
that
saved
Rex is
here
taking
a
any
lot
damage
with
this
the-
turn, though.
Yeah.
Because between selflessness, his evade token, his 3
How
green
you
dice,
save the
Quick Draw's only
of,
rolling 3 green dice because of
damage,
suppressive fire.
the right turn. You use
And he's not going to shoot Quick Draw twice here to give him the double tap.
Yeah.
pass evade or something like this. You have to throw
But
the dice.
suppressive
and
fire will
it's
disappear at the end of the turn anyway.
Yeah, of course.
You can only modify with the Palpatine. Yes. You can add just one evade.
Just one away, yes. Okay, I will take my...
It's fire phase.
Yeah, if I was Andrea here, I'd be throwing as many dice into that shuttle as I possibly could. He's remembered to ray across this
I will
time,
shoot backward
just
and
in case he
forward.
rolls that focus for his evade roll.
Both. You can both.
Range 1.
Firing on Jess.
No, he's firing both front and back.
Oh, of course.
So it'll be 2 out the front, get rid
Yeah.
of suppressive fire, and then 3 out the back to Jess.
Absolutely.
And Jess has got no mods, no re-rolls, nothing. She is naked as the day she was
And
born.
after that, back.
So you'd be rolling 3 dice out the front, range 1, yeah?
2.
2?
Because suppressive. So when you're doing front and back, you don't get the
Oh, he
extra dice
gets.
out the front.
But he's just rolled 3, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So hit crit.
Yes.
Oh,
May I? No.
He's at range 1, so his 2 attack dice become 3.
yeah. No,
But the suppressive fire doesn't count because he's firing on
If
Rex.
he's using the title to fire, if he's using the title to fire front and back, so if he's just firing at the front, it's 3 dice. If he's firing front and back, it's 2 dice, 3 dice.
Backwards.
So it looks like he's just firing.
Why would
out
it
the
be
front.
2 dice front? I'm not understanding. What his,
So
his
he's got
primary
suppressive-
value is 2.
His prime value is 2. Title
Range
gives him
1.
+1 out. Range 1. Title gives him +1 out the front.
But he's not doing that.
Well, it looks like he's just fired out the front. Suppressive fire takes one of those dice away.
Even if you're shooting at Rex?
Yeah. No, shooting Rex gets rid of suppressive fire, but he's still got suppressive fire on there, so he must be going for Ezra.
Isn't it?
2 hits.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's done 3. Yeah, weird. Not
think-
sure what's happened there.
I think he's fired on Jess. I think he fired on Rex. Wait a second. I took this.
No,
I
he's still
took
got
this.
suppressive fire on him. That would disappear.
Maybe he's just not taking it off yet.
Maybe.
Hang on. I'm not able to hear them too well, so I can't be 100% sure.
Okay, so it's mine. Shoot with 5.
If you shoot at Rex, the suppressive fire doesn't count, does
It
it?
just disappears.
Yeah. So that's why he's rolled 3 dice, because he's at range 1.
Yeah, but if he fires front, so front and back.
So three forward, three back,
yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, that's all good.
It's alright, okay.
Yeah, they just haven't taken the token.
They just haven't taken the token off.
Confusing.
First it's primary. Why?
Inquisitor shoots always on range.
Yeah, if Rex had done the 2 forward there rather than 2 bank, he'd just have the 3 dice shot.
So
into
one
the
damage.
Well, if Rex had done a 2 forward, he'd have bumped the Inquisitor before he got to the lander.
Yeah. I am surprised. I was expecting 1 forward, 1 forward, 1 forward, 2 forward from that.
Okay, so now we're going to see an integrated astromech destroy R2D6.
So 5.
Because Jess is just there saying, you've not been any conversation in this flight anyway, so I'm just going to eject you. I've already got my draw their fire. You can imagine. You've got one of those astromechs that does stuff, but R2D6 is like, once the match has started, that's it. It's all over for it.
Yeah. Damage. Money. You don't. Okay.
Palpatine's an evade and takes 1.
4 here.
Yeah. Surely into the shuttle here.
Yep.
He's got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, he's not doing a good job of getting rid of it. That's 1 and a crit and 2 focus, and a blank and an evade.
Oh, so that's the quick draw.
On him?
Yeah,
sorry.
fine.
Whoops.
Why would he find a quick draw here?
No, he's not. He's firing on a lander. Yeah.
Crit. So 1 shield.
Okay. And let me
Wow. This is confusing. It's a confusing game.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorik's thrown himself into the middle of nowhere for whatever reason.
No chance.
No.
Okay, so
Not got arc on.
Got nothing.
No way.
Why does he?
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, if Lorik had done the hard 2 to the right, he'd have had range 1 into the side of the shuttle and block quick draw with the rim, which would have been just like the perfect turn. But he went the other way. And this is the thing where 4-ship rebels suddenly get scattered, and all those little triggers that protect your ships with everything out.
Yeah. Range 1.
That's where quick draw and the Inquisitor really, really want you to be.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
it was a good turn for Andrea. He managed to get so much damage onto Jess, leaving her just short of being destroyed. I mean, the next attack she takes that does damage is probably like to take her off the board anyway, even with integrated astromech.
Yeah.
Just has to get 2 damage on her.
Yeah, he needs to get Jess back into the protection of the other ships.
Yeah.
But with that shuttle parked there, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
So if the shuttle wants to actually move, it needs to do 1 bank to the right here. But depends what's moving before it. Depends where Rex goes. Because I'd be very tempted to just use Rex as a blocker here.
Yeah.
Try and lock that shuttle in place and hit it hard. But
So turn Ezra left as well and use rear arc, yeah?
Yeah. But the key here is that shuttle's only got 2 stress. So the 3 sloop is definitely on for quick draw if quick draw wants it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is where quick draw wants to be.
The free sloop?
Yeah, 3 sloop to the left. Drops
So
him
have them
straight in behind Ezra.
Yeah, and have them in front arc and be able to use the tile to add an extra die.
Yeah. Yeah. The shuttle has done its job being the battering ram into the formation.
Yeah. So just kind of like slooping back round here with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Jess is one of the first ships to move as well. What's her options here?
1 forward bump.
Yeah, bump, yeah. Remove the stress and hope that the Inquisitor doesn't catch you and do too much damage.
Because if she does if she goes to the right, she's taking the stress from the debris, double stress. Yeah,
well, I guess like as I was just saying just now, she's dead. The Inquisitor's closing range. Yeah, there's no really any position she can get into to avoid it.
Yeah, and he can't get lower close enough to her to mitigate the damage.
So my first move is just let me check. fast.
Yeah, it's interesting turn.
Because it's kind of okay.
So yeah, the two bank gave him a great block on the shuttle, but he didn't do anything with it.
Save this.
Yeah.
Because I think
Jess is trying to just desperately get something between her and the Inquisitor.
Save if you can. The bottom because.
But even if she does clear this and Quick Draw's done the sleep, Jess is getting wrecked at PS9.
Okay.
Yep, clears it, but still stressed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And that would be a range one shot from Quick Draw.
Yeah.
Okay, no action because it's stressed. So I have to move the. I made a mistake here because I think that it bumped. This is a mistake, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna save this first. We try this. Quite possible. Yeah, try it. It's in front.
And as useful as Rex is, he's a really hard tool because you've got to keep that gun pointed the entire time at the ship that you want to ruin.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to do with a PS3 TIE Fighter.
So it looks like there's a bump.
Yeah.
It seems to be okay, but it's not okay. So we need to move up.
Which is not good because it means
means Rex stays where he is.
He's just shutting forward maybe half centimetre or something.
Well, no, he was already in contact with the Lambda.
Yeah. Which means that Ezra's probably going to bump as well because Ezra probably wanted to move through that space. Although the shuttle moves before Ezra, but the shuttle might now not move. So.
My mistake. I'm tired. Okay. So 4. Okay.
Yep.
Removes the stress, bumps into Rex once again.
Still got 8 health on that shuttle. There's nothing there that the Rebels have got.
So right now, is there any possibility that Quick Draw bumps as well and has a range one shot on Jess / Ezra / Rex?
No, I think Quick Draw's doing the sleep here.
Yeah.
He's got the target lock, he clears the stress, he takes the focus, he puts 4 dice into Jess, drops her, gets rid of, gone, done, dealt with.
Okay,
But then Larrick going that way is in anticipation of the sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, back. And this guy made a 2 in the right. And I think that is possible. It's a bad situation right now. Okay, can you take up?
It's one of the things I love about X-Wing, as opposed to other game systems that I've played, is in no other miniatures game system would somebody go, oh cool, can you just move my model so that I can do this. But in X-Wing, it's just like, it's a given that you know, people, like the way we look at the game, people do that.
Yeah.
Like can you imagine in 40k someone going, oh, can you just move my squad?
Some people don't like touching. Yeah. What's happened there?
No, I made a big mistake.
Yeah, so he just removed.
Yeah. He was here. So literally nothing, no movement
like
from the Rebels.
It's right. So just
if Quick Draw's done that sloop, all those ships are going to have to get out.
This has got to be one of the games I've seen most ship marking happen.
It's amazing.
I'm just going to mark this ship, and then I'm going to mark that ship, and I'm going to take one off here, and then try and move, and no, it doesn't fit, so I have to go back.
Ezra jumps round.
Fine. Like this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, action.
Okay.
What a mess.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. It's up there. It's
Okay. So I made a
he's coordinating
with this one.
So Ezra's coordinating. What is he doing with Rex? Yeah, barrel roll. Does that give him mark? Yeah, give. Oh, it might not give him mark on the shuttle. The Inquisitor is loving this game.
He comes in now. Bit of a long manoeuvre. He's not got arc right now.
Yeah, but he just does a one bank. It's fine. One bank boost.
Yeah. But did he need to get that close to the fight?
Difficulty. Yeah.
You know.
What? Yeah, he could have.
I guess he's trying to avoid the getting between the rocks as well. So.
But yeah, just the one bank would have been sufficient. Takes the target lock. Yeah, he's got the target lock on Jess already, so he might as well. No, he's taking the advance wave. I suppose Ezra is at range 2 of the Inquisitor, so could stress him.
Yeah.
I think Ezra's got other things to worry about. Right? There you go, 3 sleep.
You need help?
Yes, please.
Let's take another ship off and mark it. And
Hey, at least those 2 have both moved, and they're not having to mark all 3 to do it.
Stress.
Yeah, so I would be moving the target lock onto the Inquisitor here. I'd move the target lock onto Rex to put the 4 dice into Rex. And yeah, I'd be trusting the Inquisitor to kill Jess here.
yeah.
This on him, and he. Yes, this on him, and I will change.
Yep, there we go.
Yes,
I don't know what that target lock's doing. It's just a random target lock.
These are the national tournament target locks, huh?
I've no idea. I don't know. They're really nice.
There's a target locks from like the last year's nationals, 2017 nationals.
I have, my
I didn't get
action
any of
was.
No. So what? So I have to ask Christian which tournament he got them at. Does Hungary have a national? I don't think so. Austria. He's from Austria, so he'd have gone to the German one, I suppose. I don't think Austria has it.
Okay, sorry, guy.
Okay. Range 1.
Yeah, Rex is taking a beating from quick draw.
Well, he's done. He's had a good run. So he's done well to stay alive as long as he did.
He's managed to shoot his guns once.
One hit, one focus, one blank. Gets 2 blanks. So just one hit in the focus, spends the focus.
He does need. He's got expertise, so.
Oh yeah, of course. And it's 1 evade and 2 focus.
Lowrick comes across and saves the day with the reinforce.
Oh, the crit is very dangerous here.
He didn't draw their fire onto Jess.
Not yet.
No.
It's something he did say.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the job.
Evaded, yes.
So no damage on Rex.
Ole, as we say in Spain.
The Inquisitor, like, I'd be palping the crit here all day long to get rid of Jess. Like, although she's got the 2 rerolls because she's at range 1 of Ezra and she's at range 1 of the Inquisitor of Rex. So
Yeah. Okay, so Inquisitor takes 1 hit. That's not going to be enough to take Jess off the board.
5 control system here.
Yes.
Also here.
Is he going to spend?
can't help but feeling, but the Rebels might be getting away with it this turn.
Yeah. Well, rerolls to the target lock.
3 hits. 3 damage.
Gets 3.
How is that?
2 and a crit.
You need
2
and a crit.
Or did he palp it?
No, I think he palped it by the way he
You can't
changed.
palp a crit on the target lock.
Huh?
You can't palp a crit on the target lock. A target lock's a reroll. You can only
Maybe
palp
I'm
a crit.
mistaken. Maybe it wasn't a palp. It was
Maybe.
the way he turned it over in his hand.
Either way, that is
Yeah.
a very, very dead exit.
Structural damage. Not it makes any difference, but but just to say.
So how's Ezra looking for health? Because Ezra's about to take 4.
Ezra's not taken any damage yet.
He's taking 4 from the shuttle this turn. 4 dice coming in his way.
Yeah.
WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get.
So Ezra gets 1 hit on the shuttle. Shuttle just does not care.
I know. I'm not stressed, so you can.
And again, he didn't ray across the focus from Lowrick.
No. What?
Lowrick's got focuses on Ray. He didn't bring one across at the start of combat. And he's got a 3 dice shot on quick draw. Surely you would to make yourself hit?
Gets focus, takes 2 shields.
So he shields 2 shields down.
This one here.
There we go, Tactician.
What you see is what you get also here. god, it's very bad because Ray is here. And we don't use one crit.
One crit and
Lightweight
takes
frame.
away.
It doesn't even need lightweight frame.
Here, Rex. Yes. It's fine.
I don't think he's got up. Oh, that's close.
Almost fine.
Any judges in the room? Yes, there is.
they've not called a judge yet.
Yeah.
For you is not fine.
So where's your next event after this one? Or have you got a month off? Or?
Well, nearly. Depends, because the next one planned is the Spanish ETC qualifier.
Yes.
But the question is to see how many people apply for it.
Yeah.
But that's the next one that's planned right now.
Well, we've got 2 ETC qualifiers coming up in the UK.
Yeah.
6th of May and 12th of May, I believe, in Cardiff and London, respectively.
2 crits on one on the crit. Not damaged. It's loose stabilizer.
Loose stabilizer.
When I am executing a weight maneuver, I'm taking a damage.
You're stressing a ship that wants to be stressed. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, Captain Rex.
Sorry?
What Captain Rex wants to be stressed.
No, Ezra wants to be stressed.
It was Captain Rex that got loose stabilizer.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Rex really doesn't want to be stressed.
And they go back to dials. So yeah, next one planned is the Spanish ETC qualifier, which is an easy one for me because it's it's in Spain,
yeah.
but also it's in Valencia, which is even easier, which is about as easy as it gets for me. And then after that we have to look at European Championships, the Paris Open as well.
Yep.
I've been to 4 of the 5 Opens so far in Europe. I don't want to miss Paris. No. I also want to go back after I had a tough time in the nationals there. I want to go back and do a decent stream and give them their money's worth out of that.
Fair play,
yeah. So yeah, and as I've said, all this stuff depends on the contributions I receive to Patreon. So everybody that backs me on there is the money is greatly received and needed to be able to bring you this content. Because I've also got the fact that, like, when I went to Hanover, on the flight over, this laptop went funny. I was on the plane. I was like, I'm going to watch some Netflix.
No, you're not.
And the screen went, and I went. And I switched it off, switched it back on, and it kept doing it. And I was like, okay, I'll just switch it off. I won't touch it again till I land and see if it's okay. And
did you do faith healing on your laptop? Just like
I just said, just don't touch it. Maybe it's getting silly for the altitude or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just put it in my bag, went to sleep on the plane. Once I arrived at Brussels, I got it out and it was working fine. And then in Hanover, on at the end of the weekend, it did it again. And I was like, so the thing was, I was in the plane. I was thinking, what if it doesn't go back to normal? What if it stays like that? That's a new laptop I got to buy.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm messed if I have to start any kind of like major cost like that. Is going to be absolutely no use to me at the moment.
I back you on Patreon because I think what you do for the community is awesome. Like you probably publicise the tiny European meta that we live in.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the reasons why I started was because I had such faith in the Spanish community.
Yeah.
That at the time as well. And I say that at the time makes it sound like now there's not. I'm not saying that the Spanish community isn't competitive as it once was, but it's definitely declined a little bit in the last 2 years. And at the time, we had some really, really good players.
Yeah.
And yet nobody knew who they were or what their names were.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started doing it. And then that just basically kind of expanded to be Europe, because as it go on, I mean, it's a joke, the tiny European meta, but that joke comes from something.
And it's 10 of the top 10 biggest tournaments ever.
Yeah. Go
European
to Cryodex.
Yeah.
Not Cryodex, what's it called? List Juggler, which is StarWarsClubhouse.com for some reason. Don't know why. Top columns, click on the one that says number of participants twice, and you'll see the highest number of participation for tournaments, and top 10 are all Europe. And tiny European meta it seems like a joke, but it's true, is that there's a large part of the American community still don't give credit to the European community. It's like I was listening to the Gold Squadron podcast after the Birmingham Open.
Yeah.
and they were doing like a call-in show, like receiving questions and stuff like that. And they spent, and this is not to discredit them or anything. I'm just pointing out that this is where the part of the problem comes from. They spent a lot of time talking about all sorts of other things, and for example, there was about 10 minutes they talked about some guy. I'm not trying to turn around and say he's not worthy of talking about.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, from my impression of the conversation was that some guy they both know, but is like in their local meta. Paints his ships well and plays well, but hasn't really broken through that glass ceiling. And they spent 10 minutes talking about this guy, and then someone says, "What did you think about the UK Open winning list?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't know the name of the guy, but you know." And it's like, so you paid no attention to it.
Yeah, to the Martin who won the biggest tournament
ever, very recently from when they recorded, and yet it's like that was like an afterthought for them. But we're going to spend 10 minutes talking about
499 people. You know, that's not impressive, is it? I think the writing is looking on the wall for the Rebels here, because the Inquisitor's got free reign to go and pick off who he wants. Quickdraw's probably going to do the sloop again. Just go back to where he was.
I've got problems with my stream hardware. I'm seeing notifications that I'm running out of storage space.
If you had a bigger computer hard drive.
No, I think it's actually pretty big, this one. But the thing is I've never deleted videos. Or at least I've not deleted videos since December.
That's a lot of videos.
And so there's a lot of video on there, and
that's 4 system opens and like a couple of regionals.
A regional, and I don't know what else. Nationals in December we had in Spain. So there's a lot of video just sat there, and I'm kind of scared to delete it in case something ever happens, and I have to make some sort of change. But it's pretty safe now. I should be able to delete most of it. Once it gets onto YouTube, it's all pretty much certain, but you never know.
Yeah, here's Ezra's turn to die, I suspect.
Yeah.
Shooting phase?
Yes. Okay. Shoot first.
Oh yeah, afterwards. Now we'll talk about when we get to the next planning phase. We'll have the discussion about Worlds tickets. So one focus and a hit and a blank, and you get 2 focuses on the defense roll.
So Ezra's not stressed though, so it does nothing.
And Lorik has lost a shield that I hadn't noticed.
Okay, I'm taking your stress token.
And
this has been a meat grinder of a game. They've got 10 minutes left to play, and one ship is.
He's using elusiveness.
Okay.
He's using what?
Elusiveness.
So when you are defending, you may receive 1 stress token, and I can choose the dice.
Do you remember what elusiveness does? When defending, you may receive 1 stress token to choose 1 attack die. The attacker must re-roll that die.
And with Ezra, does that trigger before the focus is resolved?
It triggers, but
because it gives Ezra the stress, which means his focuses become evades.
Yeah.
How many points is that though? 2 points?
2 points elusiveness.
Interesting. Yeah, that's one of those. I never see this card get used. It's like
you understand? Because I'm stressed,
flight
so I can
navigator or whatever.
So I roll the dice.
So obviously there's a bit of discussion right now because he should have done the elusiveness after the attack dice were rolled and not.
It's important to resolve these things in the right order. So Jess, how many points is Jess worth in this list?
So he's got 29 points killed.
29 points killed. So if he can drop Palp, then he's back on level pegging.
Looks like a crit. Rerolls for blank and hit. So hitting a crit and gets a focus,
which turns into an evade because it's Ezra.
The shield, so
takes the shield. And no change there.
Okay. Here. 4 dice. Yes.
Here comes the Wookiee.
1 on the crit, and the evade results are blank.
So that's half points on the shuttle.
And a crit. Let's see what crit.
Yeah, because the shuttle's 34, isn't it?
Where's that card come from? That's not my.
That's not your card.
You cannot perform
The best card you can.
Oh, he's using the. Oh, what's he doing?
He's using his own damage deck after I told him to make sure they put it away.
No.
Three to attack dice, but what to see is what to take here because no changes.
I don't know what crit he's got. I didn't hear them say what it was.
Ezra.
I think it.
Looks tidy from Ezra.
1, 2, 3, and focus.
Yeah, he popped the evade.
Yeah. So one crit, another crit.
Another crit going on. I don't know what it is.
So run over. I won't be able to read it. It's going to be a different language.
No, it's a system open series deck. It's in English. Yeah. We'll wait until the planning phase and we'll go over and have a look. And I'll smack him silly afterwards.
It's very hard to see the little cards on the screen.
It's the reason why I've got those stickers on there.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Is this the game?
Yeah.
Well, they're both flipped.
He's turned them both. He's just turned them both over. I've got no idea what they were.
Bad situation down there. Very bad situation.
But then why would he flip over both?
Because if they're both blinded pilots,
This was unuseful, right?
they both trigger at the same time.
Yeah.
This opportunity has been missed. This opportunity to shoot, flip. And if you look at when he did it, that Yor didn't get to shoot.
Okay.
So I can only assume that was 2 blinded pilots in a row.
But you're 100% sure that's how it works. That you can't do them. You can do them both together.
Yeah, because it triggers at your next opportunity to shoot, and they both trigger at the same time.
But does it not? My question is because I've heard other people rule that they have to go individually.
It's like burnout slam. If you can have multiple burnout slams on a Shadowcaster, but you do it once. The wording of the card is when you do it, it triggers. So you turn both cards over to do the burnout slam. So that's the only thing I can think it is that was double blinded pilot.
So if you have 2 burnout slams, you could do it twice.
No, you do it once. Because the burnout slam, the wording of the card is when you perform the burnout, you flip this card over. It doesn't say flip one over. It says both of them flip over. It just says the cards flip over.
I can understand that being different because it's something else that's been triggered.
Yeah, but if you look at the wording for blinded pilot, it's when at your next opportunity to do this card flips over.
You cannot perform attacks after your next opportunity to attack, even if there was no target for an attack. Flip this card face down.
Yeah. Okay. So each card is individual. It's not like one relies on the other.
Okay.
But either way, that's 4 dice not hitting lower at that turn, which is big.
What's important is that he's not using my damage deck.
This is true. Because this whole conversation would have
been taken care of. Yeah. So Worlds tickets. You're not going to Worlds, are you?
No.
No. Did you try?
No.
No.
My only hope of affording to go to Worlds is to win a spot.
See, one of the things is that the lottery thing has got a lot of stick.
Yeah.
And I understand people's complaints about it, but at the same time, the lottery system is probably the best way to do it. My position is that the lottery was poorly done, because when you do a straight up lottery, everyone's got the same odds.
Yeah.
You're obviously stacking you're stacking the odds in favour of local players.
Yeah.
Because if you imagine you live an hour away, within 2 hours from the FFG centre, virtually everyone who plays X-Wings is going to apply.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, maybe 50 people applied.
Yeah.
And so all those people that are close by, there's more of them. Their odds are more in their favour that they're going to get lucky in the draw. Bartosz, did you win?
Yes.
Okay, so Bartosz is 5-0. That means I won't be seeing you next round. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay? Because next round I want to get a match where someone's likely to go out. I want to go for the 4-1s. Yeah. Okay. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
I think the numbers actually balance out perfectly.
So, there's still some firepower.
Yeah.
6-0.
6-0 is massive.
Yeah, you can go to 16 straight.
Yeah.
There should be, at most, there's going to be 2 buys tomorrow, even if you're 6-0.
Yeah.
So it's like 30.
They might go top 16 straight.
Yeah?
I think so.
And then you go through to top 16, yeah.
I would love to.
So.
But then you have to be like the top 2.
Yes.
I think that he's going to
Yeah, you need to kill someone, yeah.
but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be the last turn of the game. Game of the turn. Turn of the game? Turn of the
Last
game.
turn of the game. Last round.
Yeah.
So right now there should be, assuming there weren't any other paired down disasters, there should be 9 players on 5 and 0. So 1 player would be paired down.
And and it's random, right? So
It's supposedly, it's random. The question is whether or not you'd be that lucky.
Has the Wookiee caught the edge of Palp?
Action is in the back.
That cable there. On the other side. Pass it here.
So the Rebels need to do 3 damage to Palp to win this one.
Yeah,
without
absolutely.
taking any casualties on the way.
Well, no, it would go down to final salvo.
No, because Palp's 34 points. Yours more points than the normal Palp
of
shuttle
course,
is.
yeah, it's not 29, yeah. It's not an Omicron.
The Inquisitor just... It's 32, but either way, he's killed 29 points of Rebel.
So he needs to take Rex. So Christian needs to take Rex off the table.
Yep.
And Andrea needs to take Palpatine off the table without losing Rex.
Basically. And he hasn't got enough firing arcs on there to do it. So this looks like it's going to the Imperials. This list is so good. It really is just so consistent. What Yor brings to the table is nuts.
So even, despite the majority of high-level play coming from Andrea's side of the table, the fact that he's just not going to be able to keep Rex on the table means he loses the match.
Basically.
Yeah. And it's not to say that Christian hasn't played well, but Andrea has definitely showed a higher level of control.
Quick draw can even get another shot onto Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Because he can do front and back here and potentially drop both ships. Because you've got the Inquisitors locked in onto Ezra.
But Ezra's got 4 hull.
Yeah, but the shuttle's got 4 dice primary into
Rex,
who's only got 1 left.
But what I'm saying is that if Quick Draw would fire forward with 4 dice,
yeah, he can potentially drop Ezra.
Well,
but he needs to
he'd have to get 4 hits.
Yeah, but this is a classic 3 out the back, 3 out the front.
And Ezra wouldn't be able to roll any focus results.
Yeah.
Because if he rolled a focus,
but the win condition is Rex.
Yeah, absolutely no. But if we're talking about whether or not he can get Ezra off the table, I think it's a bit more of a long shot.
Remember, the Inquisitor's got a range 1 on Ezra as well with a lock.
Oh, okay. 2 hits and 1 evade, 1 blank.
That is 1 damage
on Ezra.
Yeah, so he's done the front and the back.
To take Rex?
Yeah.
Or to take...
Then you go out the back into Rex.
1 and a focus becomes 2.
2 into Rex.
Please do not do so.
Gets 1 blank, 1 focus, 1 evade.
That's a
dead.
No, Loric.
It was on Loric?
Yeah.
No chance. So
which keeps him alive for 1 more.
That's it.
No, he's
damaged engine.
Wasn't in range. Yeah, that's game.
Okay.
And it's just whether the Inquisitor can now just add salt to the wound by dropping Ezra.
This one?
Yeah, for margin.
Okay, that's right. You're range 1. So 4 dice.
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
31.
4 dice.
What's that? What's going on here? Palpatine's an evade. Takes 1.
Most damage cards.
Major.
Yeah.
So
Major explosion. Was that a major explosion?
You have 16 points.
It's one of my damage cards. He's taken 2 damage cards from his deck.
16.
Okay, so anyway, thank you very much, Phil GC, for accompanying me on that game. And Bartosz was also here, just hanging around behind us. So now I'm going to go over and get a quick interview with them. Yeah.
And I destroyed